Hi everyone, welcome. Today I have a very, very special person I've been getting to know. Her name is Clinton. She is the owner of Fallon Gym. I'm an affiliate with this company and I love them. And today is the fourth and she has a very little window today. So I'm just going to get right to it and bring her on stage. And everyone, welcome and meet Crimson.
Hi, thank you so much for having me, Tammy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good and happy 4th of July to everyone.
Happy 4th of July to you. It's very short notice. I just didn't know. I just set the live literally and I sent a message to all of my mods and I said, sorry, it's a pop-up live now. And they're like, okay. And so they'll trickle in here in a few minutes. So how'd you been?
I've been doing pretty good, just working and taking care of my family. I have two little ones, two little boys, 4 and almost 2 years old. Yeah, taking care of Fallon Gems and doing my other part-time job as well. How have you been doing?
I'm dizzy, dizzy. I'm a dizzy. I just got that my first retreat, and I had a blast. Let me just tell you, it was so fun. And then I've been taking care of my YouTube channel as well. And I just and then doing all my painting stuff, and I'm an affiliate with some companies, and I have a few TR did now, so I've been busy myself. So I thought, wow, I don't know if we'll ever get to meet up, but we finally did.
We made it happen. We
We
just
did.
went back and forth and got to know each other in the process too. And I think it was great that we got to meet and on a holiday.
I am too. They said that you just 4th of July, you three. I'm like, I am, but I can't really do work. So can you see the chat?
Let's see. I can. It's the private chat.
Okay. Click over to
Oh, the
um.
comments.
Yeah, thank you. That's the word I'm looking for.
Oh my God. Wow. Hello, everyone. I didn't even see that until now.
Yeah. They'll trickle in here. I know a few of my moms are gonna be here, and whoever cannot make it, as you know, it will be up on my channel, and they can watch it on replay. And I know a lot of them are gonna be like, "Thanks for the notice." I'm like, oh well, sorry. Um,
Sorry.
so you had two little boys, and I know we talked that one is autistic. And so, can you tell us a little bit about him? I'm not asking you to disclose any private info or anything. Just tell us a little bit about him and what it's like to be around him. Because I have an autistic cousin, and they are a joy. They are.
Absolutely. Yeah. My son is 4 years old. He got diagnosed super early, just after about a year, in between a year and 2 years old. He is always singing, super delightful, so just like a little light of our lives. And he's just been absolutely great. He has a lot of additional like special needs that take up a lot of our time as a family, but we love him so much. We would do anything for him. So um, yeah, it's been hard, but it's been beautiful. And I like to say that it's not bad, it's just different. But we absolutely love him. He is just amazing. And his little brother, he's just 1.5 ish, almost two maybe, so in between there. And he's just also been such a blessing to watch Ace's development too, because I feel like he's like learning from his little brother too. So I just hope that they grow up to be best friends.
Wow, that is amazing. That no wonder you're so busy. Jeez. So,
Yeah, they're
if
crazy
you
too.
further, how's your babysitter doing? I know she broke your arm pretty bad.
Yeah, she did. So my babysitter is actually my good friend Taylor. She comes over and helps me with my kids so that I can do my other part-time job. And she had her little one, who's the same age as my little one, in her arm in the left side, and she was stepping out of her trailer on the steps, and she misstepped, slipped, and she fell. And fortunately, she is doing okay. She is going to get surgery upcoming on Monday, but her arm definitely got broken kind of like in this area right here. So she's healing, and I can't imagine that it's easy taking care of a little one with a broken hand like that. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's when you showed me the X-ray, I went, ow, just
Yeah.
ouch, that hurt. So, Ashley Comeyer, the owner of Crackle thinks you look like Elena's in the entire diaries, and I have to say she is right.
I haven't seen Vampire Diaries. I should
Good.
find a photo.
If you like the entire diary, I mean, if you like the entire, it's a really good show.
I should check it out because you're not the first to bring it up as something that I should look into.
But just type in Elena the entire diary, and you'll see she's right.
Oh
So,
no.
your little boy, can I ask what made you notice that sorry and that he was what made you take him to the doctor? I did something on acting. I asked anything just personal, just say.
Oh, no problem. I don't mind sharing about him. So we right after he turned a year old, we started noticing that he was regressing in his skills. He wasn't talking anymore, really. He talks a little bit now because he mostly is singing and labeling things. But after his first birthday, he stopped saying things like "dada" and other words that he was communicating with. And then he started having some kind of sensory needs and doing a lot of like looking out of the corner of his eye, really like investigating things like up close and lining things. So once I saw him like kind of spinning in a circle and doing the eyes, I was like, wow, that's really different. I never seen anything like that. I used to be a second grade teacher, and I have a lot of friends with kids the same age, and I used to nanny. So I was like, I've not seen anything like that. I started Googling, and that's when I went down the rabbit hole of autism. And it just kind of came out of nowhere after a year old. And we ended up going to the doctor, and they didn't really want to investigate it with us. They kind of just said he's a kid, but I kept pushing and kind of fighting to get something to help us and get a diagnosis, maybe some speech therapy, get those words back. And finally, we were able to get on the books with the hospital to be able to get an evaluation. And they did say, yes, he has autism.
Yeah.
So that is what led me to kind of start seeing that he was having these changes right after a year old.
So is it Nathan, how are your days with him? Does he have a hard time adjusting or
Sometimes, oh, sorry.
no, go ahead. That's what I was gonna ask.
Sometimes yes. So my days really are looking like I'll wake up with my kids. I try to wake up before them, but we all know how hard that is. But try
Yeah.
to wake up before them, but I'll wake up with my kids, and I get Ace ready for ABA therapy. They come to our house and they do play-based therapy with Ace and work on things that are his goals that align with also his interests, so like animals and things like that. So they'll stay at the house until maybe like 1 o'clock. So they'll be there at our house working with him. And while they work with him, I work on my part-time job and the business is at the same time. And then I jump in and out of session with him too, just to see like how everything's going, if he needs any extra support from mom. And after that, Ace will be either home with me or he has other activities. He has a very active grandparents in his life. So they will do bike rides with him in the sidecar. He loves that. They'll take him to the swimming pool. They are really very involved with Ace's life and my other little one too. But they will come and get him, play dates, playgrounds. They'll go to 3 different playgrounds. So I'm really blessed with that. And yeah, I think we're really just taking it one day at a time. He's also going to be doing some OT feeding therapy as well. And we've been trying to get speech therapy for quite a while now, but I contacted over 13 speech therapy places, and I'm still trying to get
Wow.
someone that's accepting our insurance and our client and getting
Yeah.
new clients. So that's been really tough to get, but I'm hoping that soon we can have somebody work with him again on speech.
So he doesn't have any resistance going out and playing, like, not a little Fallon will
As
not.
long as it's a preferred activity, yeah. If we're going to a grocery store and he's not really feeling it, it might be a little bit more of a struggle for him. But if he's going to the pool or a bike ride, he is all about that.
Yeah, yeah. See, that's how, not all of a sudden, she likes to go to the movies, and other than that, she will not go out. She won't spend the night anywhere. So our kids are different. So I think that's fantastic that he does get out in the world and see the world. But I also know it depends on who they're with too. I mean, they're not obviously gonna go with say this or neither, and I mean, it's just not as easy. So, what's your favorite activities? I know that Ashley said she had a non-verbal autistic family member, and they're obsessed with hiding donut holes. Yeah, it's
That
a
is great.
secret. Yeah. So, does he have anything that he loved to do that? I think that's funny that way, Ashley.
He's obsessed with the ABCs and numbers, and he will count up to 100. If you write the ABCs over and over again, he would be so happy. He will line up all of his animals just so he can see them. So we have those lines in our house that we do not disturb, even if they're in the way of preparing dinner. We don't move them. He won't get too upset, but he definitely will be like sad that we've moved the line. Um, so yeah, he likes to line things up. He loves animals and the ABCs and numbers. We actually found him. Well, I'm always monitoring him and his usage on his iPad. He only gets like 30 minutes ish a day, but if he gets a hold of it, and he's not on his learning games, he gets to the alphabet in different languages like Russian and Croatian. And sometimes I think he's been singing the songs. And yeah, I think he's just a little genius. I wish I could go in his brain and hear all the things that he knows and learns about.
Yeah. Wouldn't you like? I said the same thing. I'd love to be inside their little brains because they are a genius and they're so intelligent. And they do. They love the ABCs. And now all of a sudden taught her a language that nobody's ever heard of. And I can't pronounce it. So I can't tell you what it is. But Lord knows what she said. I mean, we may not want to know what she said, but she does know her own language. And she was 13 at the time. So I'm like, okay. And she just did it for fun. So did he have any like physical like was it difficult for him to learn to walk or crawl or anything like that?
So, in the beginning, for the first year, he developed completely normally and he was hitting every milestone of words and pointing and all the physical milestones as well. It was just after that year mark where something happened and he just started regressing, including some of those physical markers. Like, he wasn't he wasn't always able to kind of walk, but there was a point in time where he wasn't able to walk, and it was because he wasn't receiving all the nutrients from the very select amount of foods he will eat, because he used to eat everything too and started to slowly reject all of these foods that he absolutely loved and used to eat, and he just stopped eating them. It was wild, and he still only eats three foods, so he's on a lot of vitamins, but from those three foods, he wasn't getting all of the vitamins he needed in order to have strong, healthy bones to be able to walk. So he was really slow walking for a little while. Um, so, yeah, over some time, we ended up being able to do some of these tests and get him the right vitamins and medicine he needs. And now he's able to run and do things almost normally. There's some fine motor skills that are a little bit challenging for him. Otherwise, he's doing pretty good.
Well, good. That's what I was gonna ask. How his therapy doing? And so somebody Lee from Illinois Diamond Painting asked, "How in the world do you find time to do all that and run a business and have a part-time job that I just now found out you
I
have?"
don't know how this is all coming together myself some days, but I think I'm trying to find the balance. I'm trying to figure out how to wake up before my kids and get set up for success and get the house cleaned up before the therapist shows up for ACE. And I have a lot of family support, which I'm super grateful for as well. Um, but yeah, I'll spend my mornings mostly working for part time for the company, Ecom Babes. I work for them, helping other women start their own online businesses as well. So I give them guidance on how they can do that with their interests. And then after that, I start focusing on kind of my family a little bit more in between the part time job, focus on my family during the day, dinner, therapies, all these things. And then as we roll into the evening and my kids start to settle down at nighttime, I'll finally have some time to kind of go in there and add a new product or respond to customer service. And today, actually, I just hired a customer service helper so that I can get to these messages faster. Because if you get your diamond painting and what if it got completely crunched during shipping? Like, I want to fix that right away,
Right,
and I want to make sure that we're set up to get to that problem quickly and send a new one or do whatever we need to make it right.
right.
So yeah, it's been tough between the part-time job, the therapies, the business, and life in general, but somehow it's still coming
Yeah,
together.
and I know all about that customer service. It is tough because I did that for Art and Souls. That was my job. One of my jobs was in. I did the customer service emails. I would respond to all of them, even to the artists and I would talk to them, and it's a lot. I would check their email. I don't know, probably 10 times a day. I had to stay on top of it, and it was a lot of work, but I loved it. So I understand you. It's impossible. I don't know. I don't know how you did it so long by yourself. I
It was hard.
don't. At night, that's when Clinton and I mostly talk because it's late at night because I'm awake and she's finally getting to do what she can do while her kids are sleeping. Did your son sleep through the night? Did he do that?
He didn't always sleep through the night. It wasn't until after he turned maybe like 2 or 2.5 when he finally started to sleep through the night. I think he had maybe like low melatonin production or something like that. So I was very much not sleeping either for a long time there. And now my youngest is sleeping through the night and my oldest is. So I'm getting, at least I have an opportunity to sleep unless someone wakes up and has, is teething or has a bellyache or something random like that. I do have the opportunity to sleep now, which I'm really grateful for because I know a lot of special needs autistic parents do not have that luxury. And my heart goes out to them because I know how hard that can be.
Yes, it's hard. So, before I ask you about your business, because I know you're on a time crunch, how's your other little boy? I can't not ask about him. How's he?
He is so delightful. He's really great. We are so blessed to have him. He's like a firecracker. He's kind of like right now he is just like talking in gibberish, like, blah, 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 and we're like, what do you say? And he's doing all these milestones that, although Ace didn't have some of these milestones because of his diagnosis, and that's okay. Our youngest is having these milestones, so it's almost like it's a brand new experience, and it's almost like we're getting some of those first time parent moments with him. So it's really odd to like be a second time parent and get the first time milestones with the second one. And I think that my youngest, he's really helping my oldest too, and he's really funny. He climbs things, he jumps off things, he's climbing things to get onto even higher things. We really have to watch him because he's a wild child.
Ooh, I can imagine that he is a wild child. They are at that age, so
Yeah,
I
he's
get
crazy.
that. So tell us about Fallon Gin. How was it created? What made you want to start Fallon Gin? And I love this company. Like, love it.
Well, I have kind of a semi-traumatic story that kind of kicked it all off. Used
Okay.
to, yeah, I used to work for this company that I first absolutely loved. I thought I was in my dream job, and I was absolutely in love working there. And then and then when I became pregnant with my second, um, I I'm trying to figure out how much I want to share, but when I became pregnant with my second, I guess we can say that workplace just wasn't very supportive of that. And they didn't take the right steps in order to make sure that in California, there's a fund for disability when you go out pregnant that you can receive funds while you're on disability. Um, we can say that that company did not take the steps to pay into that, as well as a lot of other things that happened with them really made the experience stressful. And so when that happened, it it took a lot of stress and anxiety and sleep away from me, and I ended up feeling so alone. And I'm trying not to get into too much detail here, but it was kind of a traumatic experience that a workplace could treat somebody this way.
Right.
And I ended up having to return to work about 5 weeks ish after having my baby, which for me wasn't the plan. I know a lot of people do have to do that out of necessity, but it wasn't the plan that I had pre planned and put into place based off of what I was expecting to receive from all of the deductions that I had put into that program that didn't exist anymore. It did not exist, it just wasn't properly managed by my employer. So out of that, I ended up creating Fallon Gems, and it kind of was a coping mechanism for me at the time. And I wanted it to be focused around mental health because that's what I was struggling with in that moment. And I wanted other people to be able to have diamond painting as an outlet for mental health, similar to what I found. And so from that, I created Fallon Gems, and I was working for, or before I started working for the company that I do now, one of my mentors, Miles, Courtney, another mentor, Tom, they helped me kind of see this edge within the company that is mental health. And it just was such a good idea because I know a lot of people in this community are already using diamond painting for mental health. And I just wanted to make that louder that this is something that could help people, whether they are already doing it for mental health reasons or maybe they don't know about diamond painting. And we can get some of these kids to therapists in the hands of therapists to recommend to their clients and really help people that don't even know about this outlet yet. So that is kind of how Fallon Gems was born. I was using it first kind of as a coping mechanism to just kind of get word out about this really great strategy. And then it kind of just turned into a passion. I got really into working with different artists, and I was hearing a lot of really positive feedback about how it was helping women and some and men too with their mental health. And I started really diving deep into canvases that I felt brought calmness, that brought a feeling, something that maybe connects them back to their childhood, that would make them feel a sense of calm when they're doing these diamond paintings. It's an extra layer on top of like doing diamond painting, any diamond painting canvas. I wanted people to have a feeling to it. So that's how it got started, from just a crazy story with my workplace and my mental health from their actions. And now it's doing pretty well. Today, Fallon Gems is doing well, and I'm just continuing to make improvements and take feedback from customers seriously and get people the diamond paintings that they want.
Well, I love it. I discovered your company accidentally. I was looking for, well, it wasn't an accident. I was going on there one night and I was looking for things like I wasn't feeling very well, and I was trying to find something to read or something to just kind of center me. And then this company turned up Fallon Gym, and it said, you know, heal through diamond painting. And I'm like, okay, let's check this out. And I read all about it. I'm like, I got it. I got it. I gotta know her. I gotta know this company. And then I became an affiliate. Thank you for that, by the way. That was that, I didn't have no channel at that time. And so when you accepted me as an affiliate and I didn't have the channel, that meant so much to me because I felt like, wow, maybe I am doing this diamond painting thing right. Because I assumed that you had looked at my diamond paintings and it was just, and I received the third two, and now you're phenomenal, by the way. I love your company.
Thank you.
And I think that's a beautiful reason to start a company. I mean, it does heal, it does help us. It does me. I mean, it's very calming. That's what I do for relaxation. And you're right. Many of us need that in our lives. And I don't know, people that haven't done it, they don't understand that. So I'm happy that your company is, you know, doing well. And I'm assuming the tariff hasn't had much of a change or anything on the company? How has the tariff been? Did
Yeah, so first, all the thanks belongs to you for being an affiliate for the company. I really appreciate it, and I think it's important that everybody can have a voice in that capacity of being an affiliate. I love influencers, and I think that they're great, and can make a difference. But I think that anyone can make a difference. It feels like more of a personal recommendation when we have people like yourself who want to promote a company that is about mental health and awareness. So first, thank you for wanting to be an affiliate with us. And then for the tariffs at first, it was tricky. It was tricky at first, but it ended up completely working out. And I am paying more for my U.S. diamond paintings to get to us now, but it's okay. The cost is a tiny bit more, but we have been able to work it out, and make it okay. And right, I feel really lucky that I came out not quite as affected as maybe others have, but yeah, the tariffs have been working out. We it all I was nervous, but it ended up working out.
Well, good. Well, and Ashley said that some of your the section on your website said that some of the art is created in house. Do you create some of the wellness energy that you have lifted yourself in house? That was that was one of my different. Every time she hit enter studio, it pops her on stage for 1 minute, and then she just exits it off, and that's why she looks so turned. Imagine it does it. But yeah, do you have some of the how you said it looked like they looked amazing on okay,
Oh,
I
on release paper. Oh, that's a good
yeah,
idea.
they do that, and if you're interested in having some of your diamond painted on release taters, that's what they do, release taters. I could hook you up with that. So just let me know if you're interested in that. Or later yet, contact Craftley and and so do you create some of your images in house?
I do. So some of our mini designs I have been working on myself. I am not I am not a great artist. I think that's why I chose to do a pixelated design for some of these, but it ended up working out. I was really nervous about creating a diamond painting from a pixelated um point of view, like making a pixel. But yeah, so I do sometimes like create an artwork and then kind of put like a filter on it, like a pixel, to make it look better, I would say. So yes, I do a lot. Um, but I also work with some really incredible artists, and a lot of them are making their artwork themselves as well. So they're doing like either Procreate or they're watercoloring or they're doing their form of artwork. There are a few, yes, AI designs on there, but all of the ones that are using AI either as an aid or either as to create the artwork themselves were selected only because I knew that person was making it with mental health in mind. And if someone is going to make something that is meant to have a feeling of creativity towards healing, then that kind of makes me think about accepting their artwork. Although they did use AI for some of the creation of it, because they went out there with the right intentions of wanting to help someone get through a feeling that they're having, and help them with their mental health, it makes me want to kind of put that out there so somebody can identify it and have those
Yeah,
good feelings while working on a canvas that was specifically created because someone wanted to make someone else feel better, regardless of how they made it. Um, so I do have a little bit of AI on there, but a lot of it is mostly genuine artwork from real artists, watercoloring and procreating and doing all of that great stuff because I want to support real artists. That's definitely a goal of ours. And I think in the future, we're definitely leaning toward using just real art instead of AI. But in the meantime, for a small category of them, there are a small category of AI artworks, but I think they really speak to mental health causes, and that's why they're there.
they do. They do. And especially your word art, because that word art is taken off. And people love the diamond paint word art and words of inspiration, and yours are. And I love your skeletons, and I think that a very unique way of getting 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 the word out there. You know, I really do, and I'm not. I mean, that's like the window to your soul. Literally, you can see yourself when you see those skeletons and those words, and I love it. That's one of my favorite artwork that you do, and I'm not usually. that kind of person, that artwork usually doesn't speak to me, but those do, and it's because of the messages behind the wording, and I think it's wonderful. And then Eve said she had some of your tips in her stash, and she uses the minis to give to people who are new to diamond painting, which I think are great. And actually, she loved frogs, by the way. You'll learn that about her. And you have a blue frog mini, and I can guarantee you she's gonna be snatching that up today.
Our poison dart blue frog, or dart poison blue depart. What is it called? It's like a blue poison dart frog. Maybe that's the order of the words. But
Yeah,
yeah, he's so cute.
she is so cute. And um, you have quite a new selection of artwork on there lately.
Yeah.
I love it. And because I'm not dark to your side. I'm not do that because I'm on the hunt. I'm on the hunt for a large one. Had I want them all. I can't do them all. I gotta select a couple. And so, let's see. And Ashley said she liked the saying too. Yeah. And now you're there you are, Dad. If you want to do any type of diamond painting that if you're having a hard day mentally, I'm telling you, these are really the ones to, I mean, they all help, that these just speak to your soul. I think so. But so before I let you down, I know you got a busy day. Do you can you tell us any plans you have for challenging coming up without disclosing anything?
To touch on the minis again, I think I sell a lot of minis because sometimes it's people, yes, diamond painting for the first time. And then sometimes people want to try squares for the first time, but they don't want to get a huge canvas. And so I
Yeah.
get a lot of people saying, are your minis good to try for squares? I've never done it before, or I'm nervous about it. So that I've seen a lot of that, and a lot of kids. Oh, there we go. And a lot of kids too. The minis have been perfect for like kids, preteens, and teens. We're actually going to donate about 25 of them to some foster agencies here locally, so that they can have a diamond painting kit in the unfortunate event that they would be rehomed somewhere, that could go with them to help them through that process. As far as doing more plants for Fallon Gems. Right now, I've been working with photographers to transform their artwork into something that is diamond paintable. So that's actually been really fun, in a different art avenue that I never thought about. But one day it just kind of came to my attention that we can take photography that is really unique and special through their lens, and is a form of artwork, and transform that into diamond paintings as well. So all the artists for those collections are mentioned and listed and given credit, and they're and they're paid for their artwork in the form of their platform. So they all artists have different terms and conditions that I follow really closely. So if they are commercial use, if someone is purchasing them, I'll usually send a donation their way. If they have like low requirements for their commercial artworks, I'll usually send them a donation as a thank you. So yeah, that's the forward direction of Fallon Gems, is to find different types of artwork that we can incorporate into this space, reach out to communities that can benefit, can have their mental health benefit from this art form of diamond painting, whether that's dropping off some of my canvases at therapy offices, mental health places where they can be distributed and others can discover diamond painting that way. These ones that get sent out, they're not the quality of the ones on the website, but I feel like it gives someone a good enough idea that it can be a therapeutic way to feel better for whatever they're going through. But yeah, I think my next step is going to be trying to distribute some more diamond paintings into my community and try to branch out from there. More artwork that resonates with mental health. And yeah.
Oh, well, I know Cheryl, and Cheryl is the one that helped design the enhancement pack with tea moss and DT the sparklers. She said she liked Starlight Dunes, and then Ashley said she saw that you had them as 24-hour sale, so now she's entertaining it because she wallet not explode. And you know, I just I want to thank you for coming on here today and your donation to the dairy. He's very good about helping out people. L&L Diamond Painting, which is one of the, well, Lee, you'll see him backstage. He and his wife Lenore are, they have the YouTube channel, L&L Diamond Painting, and they are the ones that had in the event, and Emily Nimber and share the hair. And I want to thank you for sponsoring them because I myself and Sparkle Dust and Diamond. Her name is Kat. She has a YouTube channel, Sparkle Dust and Diamond. We're co-hosting those events. So I want to thank you for doing that for us. That you were one of the first ones I asked. I said, I'm gonna ask Crimson. And I know that times are hard with small businesses right now, so I want to thank you for doing
Well,
that.
thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. And I'm happy to sponsor events for diamond painting and send gift cards for that. I want people to know about Fallon Gems, know about the therapeutic artworks that we've specifically selected for mental health. And thank you for having me. It was a pleasure to get to know you and read all these really lovely comments.
Well, I told you, I talked about your company, yours and my other friend company, like I breathe air. I really believe in it. I really do. And my affiliate code is always in the description of every video I do and every live. Somebody asked about that. And if you use it, it's 30% off. Is that right? On all, yep, 30% off on it. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong because I always did it backwards. 30% off your order or 30% off the images?
30% off your entire order.
Our order. Okay, that's
Yeah.
what I thought. I thought I always did it backwards, and I'm not good at math, and maybe that comes out the same. I don't know. But I like to tell exactly how I'm supposed to say it, and I always did it backwards. So I always have to read it, and then I'll go back and tell them. But I do want to say thank you again for coming. I know it's a very busy day, and you took the time to come and let us get to know you. And I appreciate that. I do. And I hope that you and I could get to talk more. And before we go, remember July 13th is my party. You know, and that there's going to be 20 plus giveaway, so I'd love to see everyone there, including you. If you can come, Crimson, you might win a diamond painting. You never know.
I never know. That'd be
So
great.
I wish you well and your family well, and I wish you a very safe and happy 4th of July.
Thank you. And thank you for having me. Thank you, everybody, for the kind comments and being here to support Tammy's channel. And I will see you guys out and about on Instagram and TikTok. And happy 4th.
Yes, always. She had wonderful videos, and I loved your shorts. And then I had to ask you how you do that. 'Cause I'm not very good at it. But, guys, I hope you all have a fabulous 4th of July, a safe 4th of July. And remember to always love yourself, to love others, let others love you. And what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I am living proof. So on that note, I will see you guys in the next live and my next video. Bye guys.